So today I'm going to explain exactly what a coinsurance payment is when it comes to your insurance policy. I'm a licensed physical therapist here in New York City, and I run my own practice, and so I deal with insurance issues every single day, and I find myself explaining what these terms are to patients pretty much all the time. So coinsurance is basically just a cost-sharing mechanism between you and your insurance provider. So it's simply just the percentage of the medical bill that you're responsible for paying after you hit your deductible. And so usually coinsurance could be found as a percentage when you're looking at your insurance coverage details, and so it might say 20% or 35%. And basically what this means is once you hit your deductible, for all subsequent medical costs, you're gonna be responsible for that percentage of the costs. So if your coinsurance is 20%, you're gonna be responsible for 20% of the bill, and your insurance company is gonna cover 80% of the bill. And so yes, even though you finally hit your deductible, you are still gonna be responsible for paying for any healthcare costs going forward. It's just gonna be a lot less than 100%. It's gonna be, like I said, whatever your coinsurance is. So 20%, 30%, it'll say it very clearly in your insurance details. Okay, so let's say you have a $1,000 deductible and a 20% coinsurance, and you need medical care. You're gonna have to pay out of pocket for your medical care up until you hit $1,000 paid. Once you've paid $1,000 in medical care, then your insurance company will start kicking in and helping you out with any other subsequent medical costs that you might have for the rest of your policy year. You're gonna have to still pay 20% of the costs, but now your insurance company will pay 80%. And so you're still paying for all your medical care going forward. It's just that you're paying a small percentage of it, and your insurance company is gonna pay most of it. And just keep in mind that similar to the deductibles, you might have an in-network coinsurance that's different from your out-of-network coinsurance. And so similarly, usually the in-network coinsurance is lower than the out-of-network coinsurance. So you might have a in-network coinsurance of 10%, maybe even 0% sometimes, and the out-of-network coinsurance might be 20% or 30%. Your coinsurance is gonna depend on your plan, not your insurance company. And so just because you and your coworker have the same insurance company, whether it's Aetna or United Healthcare or whatever, just make sure that you check your specific plan details, because who knows, maybe they picked a different plan than you, maybe you have a higher tier plan than them, so your insurance details might be completely different from theirs. Another key point I wanna make is that your coinsurance is different from a copay. And just having these conversations over the years, it seems like this is a common point of confusion, so I just really want to clarify this. Like we went over before, your coinsurance is a percentage of the cost that you're responsible for. A copay or a copayment is a flat fee that you pay for a service, usually at the time of the visit. So for example, some insurance plans might have a 20% coinsurance, which means you pay 20% of the cost for each visit. Other plans might have a $30 copay, where you only pay a $30 flat fee per visit. And so the key distinction between a coinsurance and a copay is basically the coinsurance is a percentage and the copay is a flat fee. So with the coinsurance, the price that you pay might actually fluctuate depending on the price of the service, because it's a percentage, right? So if your coinsurance is 20%, the number you pay is gonna be different if one service costs $150 or one service costs $200 and one service costs $75. Your coinsurance is gonna change depending on the cost of the service. Whereas a copay is just a flat amount that you know upfront each time. And so for that reason, a lot of people prefer copays over coinsurances, just because you know exactly how much you're gonna have to pay for each visit. Now that you understand what a coinsurance is and the differences between a coinsurance and a copay, you're really gonna wanna understand the details of your deductible, which I talk a lot about in this video.